Fam.
Hey.
All right, tell us about where you're going to be November 5th.
Hey, November 5th, I'm going to be at FightersRep fighting Gabe Silva for the IKF FightersRep West Coast title. I'm very excited. This is my first fight with FightersRep. They're a great promotion. Their marketing, the fights, the matchmaking, just everything about it I really like, and I've been trying to get on the card, so this is really exciting for me.
All right, man. How long have you been fighting?
I've been fighting since about 2010, just tough man style. I fought my first 3 fights, I think 2011 to 2012, and then I did okay, but in 2013, I joined King's MMA in Huntington Beach with Master Rafael Cordero, and I've been there ever since. I trained there 2 years solid, and then I started competing in the local Southern California fight organizations in 2015, and it's been on or off, you know, maybe a year on because of COVID, and then injuries as well. But since 2015, solid.
What drew you to striking?
You know, that's pretty funny. My first interest in it was MMA, but then when I seen the difference between high-level kickboxing and Muay Thai striking versus MMA striking and like boxing and stuff, I just really fell in love with the high-level striking that kickboxing has to offer and like Thai boxing. So I've been sticking to that mainly. You know, MMA still might be in the future, some bare knuckle. I would love to do it all, but right now, like, I really love kickboxing.
All right, man. How did you find out about the fight on November 5th? How did you find out about it?
Well, they gave me a call, and they messaged me and they messaged my coach and asked us if we were available. And, you know, we were looking forward, like I said, to getting on with FightersRep or somebody. And we were like, this is the opportunity. And then out of all people, it's against my opponent, who's a really good striker. I mean, he has striking in his blood. Gabriel Silva, his dad being the Spider, Anderson Silva. So we were like, this is it, you know, this is it. We want this fight. So,
what do you feel about the chance that you might be a highlight on ESPN?
I mean, the highlight of being on ESPN, or, you know, we even talk about it TMZ or whatever. I mean, it could happen, but the highlight could also happen with me, you know, where I envision and finishing my opponent and being the one that is the main part of the highlight, you know?
Right. So, does any of that intimidate you? Does it get into your head, or you don't let that bother you at all?
No, it doesn't bother me. You know, there's always a chance. You know, when you go in there and you fight, that's what it is. But like, I already have it planned in my head and envision that on November 5th, Vinny Familari will put on the best fight of my career and defeat Gabriel Silva in spectacular fashion and be crowned the IKF FightersRep West Coast champion.
That's cool, man. What are your future goals?
My future goals will be, after this fight, this will be my last amateur fight. I would like to go to Thailand and compete pro, fight in Thailand, as well as I'm just, you know, the next fight's here in the States. Hopefully go pro with FightersRep and, you know, start my pro career. It's been on hold with injuries and COVID and other stuff like that, but honestly, I believe I'm ready.
So I got a question, man. You bring up Thailand. Can you tell us about what it's like as a striker to want to go to Thailand?
I mean, where I train Muay Thai is under Master Rafael Cordero, who his background is Taekwondo, originally from Curitiba, Brazil, and Vale Tudo and Jiu-Jitsu, and like where MMA really just, you know, was grandfathered out of. And he has Muay Thai and striking for Muay Thai for MMA, but when you go to Thailand, you're actually learning from the Thais, the culture and everything else, and I feel like that's all I'm missing, you know? I'm really missing going to Thailand, feeling the culture, learning from the Thais, you know, whether it's old school striking Thai style or, you know, a hybrid of all, which in my personal opinion, I believe like the days that we're in now, there's nothing really new under the sun, with there being social media and it being, you know, branched out from all different areas of the world. But I still feel like I need to go there to incorporate that feeling and make it as my own. My first style was Jeet Kune Do, which is Bruce Lee's martial art, and you know, the saying is have no way as a way and be like water, and I think that's really worked well for me and my striking style. But I would like to go and, you know, get my Tom Po on right there in Thailand and bring that back with me, you know?
That's awesome, man. All right, is there anyone you want to thank before we go?
Yeah, I would like to thank Jason Tan and Marissa here at Self-Made West Covina for letting me be a part of the culture here and opening the doors so I can do training camp and just run my business and everything else. That's a big thank you to them. Big thank you to Master Rafael Cordero at King's MMA for believing in me and letting me rep the banner and come and train. Anybody that's opened the mats for me to train, as well as my friend Coach Rusty at the Shack System, Coach Jason at Blitz Muay Thai, Coach Mark at M2 Kickboxing and Combat Conditioning. Just everybody, you know, anybody that's ever reached out to me and send me messages on social media, whether we met in person or not, and just, you know, encourage me on my journey. All of my clients from day one that's worked with me, all the way to now, you know, I just want to thank you guys, as well as FightersRep, you know, shout out to Big George, and I look forward to performing November 5th, 2001. We're coming for it. IKF West Coast title, FightersRep, baby.